Hey y'all, welcome to Art of the Budget. My name's Nicole. My pronouns are she and her, and I live in the Pacific Northwest on what is the traditional territory of the Coast Salish nations. Today we're doing a check-in for, I think it's week 3 of October, budget check-in. This is also triple side gig week 3 down, 7 more to go. It's a slightly unofficial count because the classes that I'm teaching are in slightly different schedules. And then, of course, like Thanksgiving week, I only have to teach out one of them. So it's about 10 weeks of wildness. Anyway, hope you're all doing well. If you are checking out this video for the first time, thanks for coming. Please consider subscribing. And if you're back to see this budget check-in, thank you for coming back. I have a 100 subscriber giveaway currently going on, and I'm about to close that. So before I do, head over to that video, and I'll try to put it in the cards. I'll definitely link it down below, and comment so that you can subscribe and comment so you can be part of that giveaway. Let's get into this budget check-in. I have more transactions than I did last week, mostly because bills came out, and I definitely have several transactions that would go into the eating out category, mostly from the cafe at my school. We have a culinary and bakery program, pastry program, and so I often pick up snacks there to supplement my meal prep. Just FYI, this week's meal prep was really good. I feel like I did a good job. I really enjoyed my meals every day. I didn't record any of it, but basically I had a kind of spicy chicken soup, sort of my take on pozole, and then I made some little mini burritos with like rice, sauerkraut, and shrimp, which sounds weird, but it was really good. Okay, so let's get into it. I'm gonna scroll on down to restaurants because I feel like I did a lot of that. So actually last night at the end of the week, I decided to get takeout for dinner and it was $18. I've got a charge of $2.85 at the cafe at school. Ooh. Another one for $2. Another one for $3.50. Is this a bad habit? Maybe financially. It's cool. Let's see. All right, I've got a couple grocery charges from last week. I spent $21.45 at Safeway and $16.98 at Gross Out. I'm gonna scroll on up to my 2% for art. I might have spent slightly more than 2%. I spent $15. My good friend had a seconds sale. I don't know how well you'll be able to see this, but I got this sweet little cup. I feel like too much light there. I got the sweet little cup. I got a match striker, both for like pennies, from my friend at M. Bueno Pottery, and that was $15, so quite a steal. I also got a little knitting yarn bowl from one of her employees and another local artist, and that was $5. So like they were second sale, so they all had slight imperfections, so that was why the very extremely low prices. I also bought a print. No, that's not true. Artist friend of mine gifted me a really beautiful print. I might have to do an art like roundup at the end of the year for all the art I've bought because some really good stuff. And I had planned to buy that print, and she very sweetly gifted it to me. And I also wanted to buy one of her textile pieces, and she gave me a really good deal on it. And so she, it was like the thing where she was like, "Oh, just give me this much," and I was like, "Okay, I'm just gonna add $20 and then PayPal you." So I spent $45. So I'm a little over, but I'm still way under on my sharing my income, so I can adjust that. I think that's ethical. I'm not sure. Anyway, in the me category, I actually have been a little bit obsessed with hunting down 100% cotton sweaters, or just big bulky sweaters in general, but I'm definitely going for the natural fibers. So either wool that's not scratchy or cotton. And I found one at Goodwill last weekend. And that was $11.13, and that's coming out of the me fund. I'm really like spending that down these days. All right, I'm going to scroll back down. What else have we got going on? Oh, yeah. So back down to the daily living. I spent $78.70 for my exercise class, so that goes under health. Is under health. Oh, okay. I guess I calculated that wrong. I didn't expect that to go over, but what are you going to do? I'll figure it out. You know, as I do. Okay. Transactions. I spent $6.53 on Hulu. I spent $120 on my cat sitter. So during this triple side gig life, I made the decision to invest a little over $100 every month in having my cat sitter come and check and make sure that my cat's in before it gets dark 2 days a week. I know some people don't think you should let your cat out, and that is fine. I have 2 cats. One does not want to go out, and the other one is a real grumpster and really like suffers a lot if he can't go out. He's fixed, so just to be clear on that. And I just I want him to live a good life, so I take on a certain amount of risk because of that. And so anyway, they don't ever go out when it's dark. So she comes and just makes sure he is in. So he gets a little bit of outside time. It's getting very rainy and cold here, so it probably won't continue much longer. But that's just something I'm willing to do because I really love my cat. Okay, so that was $120 this month. And just so anyone who knows about having black cats, they won't be going out at all the week of Halloween. I'm very protective of them. So just FYI. Okay, so a couple more transactions and we are done. I did fill up my gas tank. I drove up to Seattle for an exhibition that my friend was in at a museum, which is like pretty awesome. So I might go over. We'll see. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go over this month. Wow. Pretty wild. So $31.41 for gas because I'm very empty right now. So I'm going to need to fill up one more time. Let's see. Oh, actually, I may not go over. I still have $30, so I think I'm good. Awesome. Okay, and then last but not least, I spent money on the good old internet, and that was $62.51. So it looks like I am back down to what I wanted, and I did get that $15 credit. So in case you missed, whatever, last month's budget check-in where I talked about internet, it was that month where my promotion ended, and I did manage to get it back down. I did have to call 3 times, so be persistent. But I did get it back down. Here's Violet. And I asked them to apply the $15 credit for the month that they charged me, $96. So $62.51. Boom. I'm so excited. Okay, wait, we're in the wrong part of the budget. $62.51 into internet. So that's sweet. Okay, the last transaction here is my pay from my additional side gig. I actually have not received the check, so I will be checking it on Monday. I've given them enough days to be officially concerned because I don't know why, but here, in the state that I live in, I found that they always mail the live check, the first live check when you sign up for direct deposit. And I had just really experienced that they say, oh, you might get a live check, but then you don't before working here in the state. But yeah, every time it's a live check. Even at my regular job I've worked at for 4 years, if I change my direct deposit, the first check is always live. So I'm not going to move it over yet, but I was able to sign in and see how much I was paid net. And I'm very excited to see that it's $666.28 net, which if I add this over here, I'm going to make well above the $5,000 I planned for. It's a little closer to $5,500. So yeah, I'm going to be able to really rock out all my goals this last 3 months of the year. I'm going to like totally finish 2019 with a bang. I'm going to pay off my debt to my parents. I'm going to have my emergency fund set, and I'm going to fill up all of my sinking funds so that I can start the new year fresh. And I'm super pumped. So check back in for more news on that stuff. Like, I'm so excited. All right, let me know how your week is going and how you're surviving if it's getting colder and darker where you are. And I will see you in the next one. Oh, yeah, and go over and sign up for that 100 subscriber giveaway. Talk to you later.